nobody was in the bullpen warming up, but
that's why, I guess so.
There's no way that Zane Stevens is coming back out.
Yeah, and he definitely wasn't, but Muntz now on to try and save it. That one on the outside corner evens at 2-2. And Shane, I will say, in game one of the PGCBL semifinals, went 7 innings of one-hit ball. That pitch on the outside corner, and there is one down here in the top of the 8th, as that will bring up the 3-hitter Chase King out of the University of Texas San Antonio.
As I'll give you the line real quick on Zane Stevens. Zane Stevens went 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, none of them earned, 6 hits, 0 walks, and 12 strikeouts on 114 pitches. A Herculean effort for Zane Stevens tonight to get the Mohawks in a place that they could win this game.
First pitch into King, misses outside, 1-0 here to the center fielder. King so far on the day has singled, come around to score on a Little League home run, and has struck out twice. That one flown down the left field line, hooking foul out of play. That'll even it up at 1-1.
We apologize again for that stream crashing there.
As our apologies, folks, as we have had more and more crashes. Luckily not at important times in the game, but we try to keep our stream health as good as possible, but sometimes it's out of our control. The 1-1 curveball misses high. 2-1 now here to Chase King with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Amsterdam up over Jamestown right now, 5-4, after coming back from down 4-1. That pitch cut on and missed by King, evens at 2-2.
So Shane Muntz here trying to match Zane Stevens in the strikeout count, apparently.
Yeah, right now we have 13 strikeouts total by Mohawks pitching so far.
So half the outs in this game will be strikeouts.
The 2-2 in the dirt, low and away, and it will be a full count now to King. On deck, the 4-hitter Brandon Nania out of Winston-Salem State University. Muntz sets, deals the 3-2. That one is inside, and King is on here with the tying run, and 1 out here in the top of the 8th.
That is the first walk Jamestown has drawn all night.
Yeah, as usually they're a team that draws a lot of walks, so it's interesting to see. As they were swinging often at Stevens' stuff, sometimes hitting it, sometimes not, but they have scored enough runs to make this a close game, and until last inning had the lead. As Nania bats here, the most outstanding player in the semifinal matchup between Jamestown and Geneva. As Nania had the game-winning RBI single in Game 1 of that series and had a great night at the plate in Game 3 that clinched it for Jamestown. As that pitch misses high and away, Genord will now go out to talk to Shane Muntz. Nania doesn't run particularly well, so here a double play is certainly not out of the question, but Muntz not always one to draw ground balls, kind of more of a fly ball pitcher. As Nania steps back in, the left-handed hitter against the right-handed Shane Muntz, who started the game here at designated hitter, has stayed in to the lineup for what we know, but has come on to pitch here. That curveball misses inside, now 2-0 to Nania. On deck, Jeff Timko, the left fielder, who had 6 RBIs in the Game 3 win for Jamestown over Geneva in the semifinal. 2-0 is on the outside corner, and it'll be 2-1 now to Nania. Chase King on first. He had 7 triples during the season, so that not only shows you his speed, but also will get you his stolen base numbers. And they check him at first, but he gets back in there safely. Chase King on the season had 13 stolen bases and 16 tries, which was good enough for, I believe, it was actually only tied for 4th on the team, so that kind of shows you how good they were at swiping bags. 118 total as a team led the PGCBL. The 2-1. That one is punched foul, and it will be 2-2 now to Brandon Nania.
It was Stewart, who we haven't seen so far.
Yes, Rashad Stewart is not with the team anymore,
okay.
Unfortunately for Jamestown, as they would have, once again, another great piece in that infield.
He had 18 stolen bases to lead the team this regular season, so.
And that was in limited games. as Muntz gets his sign. The 2-2. Oh, nope, they check King at first, but he slides back in safely once again.
Stewart only played 32 games to amass the 18 stolen bases.
Yeah, so more than one every 2 games on average. Muntz sets the 2-2 to Nania. He is cut on and missed. And there are 2 out now in the top of the 8th with Jeff Timko out of Eastern Michigan stepping to the plate. Tying run for Jamestown, still on first base in the form of Chase King. You mentioned Timko had a great Game 3 in that series, and last night I believe had a couple of hits as well, if I'm not mistaken, in Jamestown's 4-3 win as the home team. And even if the Mohawks are able to secure this Game 2 win, as that one gets away from Joe Genord, and Chase King will head down to second base as he is now in scoring position with the tying run. 1-0 count now here to Timko. Even if the Mohawks are able to hold on and win this game, they still have to play Game 3 here once again tomorrow, and Jamestown would still get to be the home team even though we're in Amsterdam. It should have been where we would have to travel back to Dietrich Park, but we save a lot of gas as we had to play all 3 games here due to a scheduling conflict. The 1-0 misses high and away. 2-0 now to Timko. There is a base open now at first, so we'll see if Muntz attacks Jeff or not, or if he pitches around him and will face off against Dalen Lee, who sits on deck.
Something I wouldn't do is Timko was 0 for 3 last night and is 1 for 3 so far tonight.
Yeah, as I misspoke, I thought he had at least 1 hit last night. As that one misses high, now it's 3-0 here to Timko. And Muntz didn't, I think he thought he might have had a strike there, but it looked like it was just a bit high, right about belt level. And it's sometimes hard to get that call, especially as a taller pitcher. You have the downward motion, and if you come from the side, it looks so high coming in. 3-0 count here. King on second. The pitch is on the inside corner. It'll be 3-1 now here to Timko, who's taking all the way.
And Shane Muntz, who usually always feeds off of his emotions during the game, can get a little over the top if calls aren't going his way. So we'll look to keep him under control here.
The 3-1. That curveball misses away, and Timko is on here representing the go-ahead run for Jamestown, as that will bring Dalen Lee to the plate here. Lee out of the University of California, Irvine, is 1 for 3 so far tonight. He singled in the second and came around to score on the 3-run home run by Alex O'Donnell. As he bats here with runners on first and second, 2 outs, tying run in the form of Chase King on second base. Shane Muntz on here for the Mohawks in the top of the 8th, trying to hold this lead and stay on to close it. First pitch misses inside to Lee, 1-0. As Shane, at points this season, has had issues with command. Even in those 7 innings of a 1-hit ball, he did hit 2 and walk 1. As that one was fouled off, it looked like it was fouled off, and now they say it didn't hit anything. And now the runners move up to second and third, respectively.
Certainly hit something. I'm
not sure what it hit, and now we have Richie Bareilles calling time, and I think he wants the umpires to meet up and talk about that. Doug O'Bray is out of the Mohawks dugout asking for an explanation. I thought it hit something. I thought maybe it had hit Lee.
And Doug O'Bray just got warned, I believe.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. And he heads back to the dugout. That seems like more of a scare tactic by the umpire than anything. But either way, now runners on second and third. The tying run 90 feet away for Jamestown. 1-1 count here to Lee. That pitch catches the outside corner, and it's 1-2 now to the UC Irvine Anteater. Top of the 8th here. Mohawks up 5-4, trying to force a Game 3 tomorrow at Shuttleworth for all the marbles. The 1-2, cut on and missed. And we will head to the bottom of the 8th here at Shuttleworth Park in that inning. No runs on no hits. 2 men left on, no errors in the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Amsterdam up over Jamestown 5-4. You're listening to Game 2 of the PGCBL Championship Series, presented by KCG Development.
And we are back here from Shuttleworth Park. It is indeed J.J. Dunn who comes out onto the mound for the Jamestown Jammers. Dunn is out of St. Anselm from Amherst, New Hampshire. On the season, Dunn was had a 6.12 ERA. He appeared in 17 games, started 3 of them, made it through 25 innings pitched. And it'll be Joe Genord, Justin Foscue, and Jake Hammond to lead it off here for the Mohawks in the bottom of the 8th. The Mohawks now just 3 outs away from advancing to a Game 3 winner-take-all PGCBL final. Joe Genord so far tonight is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He'll be looking to turn around his night, as it looks like it's Matt Gonzalez warming up in the Mohawks bullpen if Shane Muntz does not come back out. Shane Muntz coming from the DH spot, pitching, and then we'll see where he goes next. So Joe Genord, the righty, steps into the box, and we are here for the bottom of the 8th. The first pitch in from Dunn is check swing by Genord, and he went around, so it's 0-1 now on appeal by Lavorsi. And Genord got a piece of that. That was a high fastball and away, but he was able to tip it. So Genord quickly behind 0-2 here to start the 8th for the Mohawks. The Mohawks in their last inning scored 3 runs on a double by Peralta and back-to-back home runs by Antico and Barella to take a 5-4 lead, as that one is high, and so it's 1-2 to Genord. The lines across for both teams are pretty even. Jamestown has 4 runs on 6 hits with 2 errors, and Mohawks have 5 runs on 6 hits with 3 errors. And the 1-2 to Genord is high, and it'll go to the backstop. Nobody on those, so no concern there, and it's 2-2 to Genord. J.J. Dunn taking his first pitches so far in the bottom of the 8th.
Genord batting here, 2-2 count from Dunn. Curveball sits high. Now they'll run the count full. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 in the order. Genord, Foscue, and Hammond.
Dunn in the game the Mohawks won against Jamestown in Jamestown.
That was an 8-6 win on, if you can check the date. The 3-2 to Genord is fouled off.
On a date to be determined later, as
yes,
I can't find it.
I can't find it, but I know
J.J.
that was played.
Dunn let up 4 runs on 4 hits in only an inning pitched and took the loss in that game. And here he is again in the PGCBL finals trying to keep it close here for the Jammers.
The 3-2 to Genord, cut on and missed by the South Florida Bull. And that will be the first out of the bottom of the 8th here. As Justin Foskey will come to the plate. That strikeout was the 7th of the game, or excuse me, 8th of the game for Jamestown pitching.
That would be June 13th, for those of you wondering. That Jamestown lost to Amsterdam in Jamestown.
As Jamestown then got a win to split the season series at Shuttleworth Park. That one grounded to second base. Migliori makes the play, throws on to first to retire Foskey for the second out. Foskey was 0 for 3 now with a walk tonight. As that brings up Jake Hammond out of Morehead State.
It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Jammers in the top of the 9th.
And I would certainly expect Shane Muntz to come back out for that. As we currently have Jake Hammond at the plate, 0 for 3 so far tonight, but he did reach on an error in the 5th and ended up coming around to score on an RBI triple by Mike Antico. That one lifted into left field. Back goes the left fielder, Tim Coe to make the catch, though. And that will retire the side 1, 2, 3 as we will head to the 9th here at Shuttleworth Park. Mohawks trying to hold on to a 5-4 lead and send this to a decisive Game 3 tomorrow night. You are listening to Game 2 of the 2018 PGCBL Championship Series presented by KCG Development. Shane Muntz back on to pitch the top of the 9th here of Game 2 of the PGCBL Championship Series. Amsterdam clinging to a 5-4 lead. It will be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Jamestown trying to come back and win the series tonight. If not, the Mohawks will force a Game 3 to be played tomorrow night at Shuttleworth Park. I will say last night, with the game tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 9th, Jamestown was the home team. They had the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up in the 9th, and they ended up scoring the winning run, not even getting retired in the 9th at all. First pitch into Ben Lavorsi out of St. Louis, misses high, 1-0 here.
So this game by no means over or close to it, even though the Mohawks are only 3 outs away.
As it will be Lavorsi, Rubottom, and Migliori. That one inside almost hits Migliori, and it pops into the infield now, 2-0. As Muntz hasn't had solid control yet in the start, but he's been able to get the outs needed in the 8th. We'll see how he starts the 9th here. It looked like we had some action in the Mohawks bullpen before, but now we don't really. The 2-0 from Muntz on the outside corner. It'll be 2-1.
Muntz has thrown 16 of 29 pitches for balls now, so not what you want to see out of a DH turned starting pitcher turned closer right now.
As the 2-1 is on the outside corner. That was a nice frame by Joe Genord, as that one looked to be just a tad outside, but he brought it back in enough to get the call. Evens at 2-2. Lavorsi at the plate also is 0 for 3 so far tonight with a strikeout. The 2-2 from Muntz. Curveball on the outside corner, called strike 3. One gone in the top of the ninth. That will bring up the 8-hitter, Rubottom, and we'll see a pinch hitter, it looks like, as it will be number 33, Josh Bramall, out of North Carolina Central, the big lefty, who we've seen hit for power for Jamestown this season. Bramall finished the regular season with a .284 batting average, 40 hits and 141 at-bats, with 5 doubles, 2 home runs, 26 RBIs, and 29 walks as well. That 29 walks was good enough for third on the ball club, as Bramall appeared in 39 total games for Jamestown. As he tries to get on base and start something for Jamestown in the ninth, Shane Muntz trying to shut the door and push this series, to a pivotal third game, as that curveball missed high and away, 1-0. The 1-0 from Muntz is on the outside corner, evens at 1-1. A little late call there from the umpire. I think just had to balance himself. He had his hand on the back of Joe Genord, almost trying to not fall over. The 1-1 to Bramall on the outside corner, as Muntz has been living out there. It seems like 1-2 count now to the big lefty out of NC Central. Shane Muntz out of Wake Forest University. The 1-2. Curveball on the outside corner. Joe Genord knew it. The entire ballpark knew it. 2 outs, gone in the ninth. As it will be the 9-hitter, Brett Migliori.
Shane Muntz has a chance to get 6 consecutive outs, all by strikeout, to get the save here.
As he gave up 2 base runners in the 8th. And we'll have a quick conference between the head coach, Anthony Barone, and his hitter, Migliori, it looks like. And once again, I guess we're going to let it go now, even though he called it off before. I guess the ninth inning just does change things, of course. Top of the ninth, 5-4 lead for Amsterdam, 2 outs. The last hope for Jamestown in this game right now falls on the shoulders of Brett Migliori out of Canisius College, who tonight is 0 for 3. He struck out 3 times. First pitch into him, low for a ball, 1-0. All 3 of those strikeouts, of course, came against Zane Stevens. So I'm sure he's happy to see a different pitcher on the mound. The 1-0 from Muntz is inside. It'll be 2-0 now, as this place is absolutely juiced. Over 1,000 fans easily here tonight, it looks like.
It honestly feels like a college situation where you're going to have people rushing the field after
the
game.
Right. The 2-0 from Muntz. That one is just low, and now it's 3-0 here, and he is in danger of putting the tying run on base with number 1 Alex O'Donnell on deck, who has burned the Mohawks all season, as that one catches the outside corner. 3-1 now to Migliori. The 3-1 from Muntz will be in the dirt, and Migliori will be on with a 2-out walk here, and the Jammers have life.
So the tying run on first base now for the Jammers, and the go-ahead run at the plate, and Alex O'Donnell, who has the only home run of the playoffs for the Jammers.
O'Donnell tonight 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs on that 3-run home run. And we thank everyone tuning in right now in the bottom of the ninth. Pivotal game 2 here. Tying run on base now. Go-ahead run at the plate. The first pitch to O'Donnell. Curveball sits high. 1-0 from Muntz. Shane Muntz came on in the 8th, trying to get the 2-inning save here, 6-out save.
As this will for sure eliminate Shane Muntz from starting tomorrow.
The 1-0 from Muntz. Curveball outside. It will be 2-0. As the crowd wanted that call, but it looked just off the plate. And right now, like I said, if you don't win today, there is no tomorrow. This game is not over yet. They're just trying to close this one out tonight. On deck, the the third baseman Hayes. 2-0. Misses outside, and Muntz now has only thrown one strike in his last 7 pitches. And he can't hum one in here to O'Donnell, who has had the hot bat in the playoffs here for Jamestown. The Mercyhurst College shortstop, the 3-0, is in the dirt, and now the go-ahead run is on base in the form of O'Donnell, and we'll see if O'Bray at least comes out, and it looks like we'll see some guys head down to the bullpen. We will see the pitching coach Greg Christodoulou of Clifton Park, New York, come out to talk with Muntz. Sterling Hayes, the third baseman, headed to Vanderbilt in the fall, will bat here for Jamestown with 2 outs. The tying run 180 feet away. Hayes is from La Jolla, California. As he faces off against Muntz out of Wake Forest from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Opposite sides of the country, but they meet here in upstate New York as the Mohawks try to hold on and force a Game 3 here. Top of the 9th. They still have last cuts no matter what, but they would love to end it here with the lead still.
It will likely come down to Hayes.
Hayes tonight 1 for 4. He's singled in his first at-bat and has since struck out 3 times. The first pitch misses high. 1-0. Migliori on second, O'Donnell on first, representing the tying and winning or go-ahead runs respectively. That pitch catches the outside corner, evens it at 1-1. Hayes didn't seem too pleasant or happy about that call, but we've seen a big strike zone all night from our home plate umpire here. Outfield playing deep, no doubles. The 1-1 in the dirt. Nice pick there from Joe Genord. That one seemed to be made for the back wall here behind the grandstand, or in front of the grandstand, but it'll be 2-1 here. Still runners on first and second. Muntz sets at the belt. The 2-1 curveball on the outside corner, evens at 2-2.
1 strike away now.
As the Mohawks are 1 strike away from forcing a deciding Game 3 tomorrow here at Shuttleworth Park.
Crowd is on their feet, ready to go home.
Muntz sets the 2-2. It misses just high, and that will run the count full.
As the celebrating had started here at Shuttleworth Park.
As they really thought that one was in there. It was a nice pitch, but it seemed to sit just above the belt. As now we'll have Joe Genord call a little bit of timeout. It looked like he might reset the infield a little bit. They are playing straight up. They aren't playing in on the corners or anything like that. Hayes batting 3-2 count here. 2 outs, runners on first and second. The payoff, curveball misses high, and that will walk the bases loaded here.
Once again, in back-to-back nights, the Jamestown Jammers have had the bases loaded in the 9th inning.
As that will bring up Chase King out of the University of Texas San Antonio.
From University of Texas San Antonio, Chase King.
King, in his at-bat in the 8th, walked, and he ended up actually getting to second base before. Actually, he ended up getting to third base eventually before Shane Muntz ended up striking out the side to end the top of the 8th. But now King gets a chance to bat here. The bases loaded. Tying run on third. First pitch into him. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Migliori, the tying run on third. O'Donnell, the go-ahead run on second.
That is
Hayes at first.
First pitch.
The 0-1 is lifted into center field. Mike Antico going back. Settles under it. and he will make the catch as the Mohawks have forced a deciding Game 3 tomorrow night here at Shuttleworth Park. This series will go the distance as the Mohawks are still alive with a chance to win their 5th PGCBL title in 8 years. Zane Stevens goes 7 innings for Amsterdam, gives up 4 unearned runs, strikes out 12. Shane Muntz comes on. Strikes out 5 out of 6 outs. Gets the save after loading the bases. Mike Antico in the bottom of the 7th inning hits a game-tying 2-run home run. Richie Barella follows right after him. Back-to-back jacks to make it 5-4. Amsterdam holds on to win. Both of these games have been absolute instant classics. And I will tell you, if you get the chance, come out to Shuttleworth Park tomorrow night as these teams will fight to the death. Not really, but we will see an eventual winner here at Shuttleworth Park, as the win will go to Zane Stevens, who went 7 as the Mohawks took the lead in the bottom of the 7th. Save goes to Shane Muntz. The loss is saddled to Trevor Lloyd, who gave up the go-ahead run. As we will now cut our broadcast here. Our apologies tonight if you have stuck with us on our issues with our technological just everything within our technology here. We will try and improve on that to bring you a little bit of a better broadcast tomorrow, as we will see and update you on who will be going. We will start a little bit early here, probably around 6:15, if you want to hop on our stream early to get kind of a pregame show for everyone here at the Amsterdam Mohawks. This is Adam Agresta signing off for my partner Justin Cohen. The final score in Game 2 of the 2018 PGCBL Championship Series presented by KCG Development. Amsterdam 5, Jamestown 4. These teams will meet once again tomorrow night here at Shuttleworth Park. Jamestown will be the home team. But for tonight, this is Adam Agresta signing off, saying thank you. Good night.